Scoring and finishing are the two aspects of darts. You score, you get to your finish, and then you got to try to take it out. I get asked which one should I practice or which one should I focus most on. And in this one, I just want to do a small discussion of these two things and which one I think you should spend most of your time working on. Because of course, in a perfect world, you're putting a ton of time into scoring and a ton of time into finishing. But let's be honest, we don't have all the time in the world to work on these things. So there is one that I highly recommend focusing on more, especially if you are in a limited time of practice. So that's what we're going to talk about in this one, guys. But first, welcome back to Bullshot Darts. And if you're new to Bullshot Darts, hello, my name is Nick. I'm a mediocre darts player, just trying to help players get better, grow the sport that we all love, and also live out my dream of throwing darts and traveling. So liking, subscribing, and all that good stuff helps me do that, and I greatly appreciate your support, guys. So make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. So the saying goes, triples for show, doubles for dough. There is a reason this is a saying because it does not matter how many triples you hit, you will not win the dough unless you are hitting doubles. Let's take two massive extremes here. You have player one who can hit all the triples in the world but cannot hit doubles. And then you have player two who misses every single triple but hits every single double. In that match, who is going to win? And the answer is 100% of the time that the player that misses every single triple but hits every single double is going to win every single match. Now, of course, that is a massive extreme, but I'm hinting towards what I think is the most important and what I think you should put most of your focus on. But the point is that you have to hit doubles to win. So that's where I think most of your focus should go. Once again, it doesn't matter how many triples you have to hit your doubles. Now, hitting triples is great. Hitting 180s is great. And if you are scoring better than your opponent, that means that you will get more opportunities at a double. Let's get off of the extreme situation and talk more realistic here. If you are scoring very well and you're outscoring your opponent, you are going to have more opportunities to throw at those doubles because you're going to get to them quicker, but you have to hit them. So that's the point. I spent quite a bit of my darts career focusing solely on scoring. Pretty much all of my practice was just power scoring. And yeah, I was a good scorer, but my doubles is what made or break me. My first 9 average was always pretty solid, but I could have a first 9 average of over 90, but end with an average under 70 because I would struggle on my doubles. So I completely shifted my practice to focus on my finishing. So yeah, there is that benefit of scoring better that will lead to you having more shots at your doubles. But the thing is, in my opinion, now this is why I'm going to talk about why I do most of my focus on my finishing and why I think focusing on finishing is going to be most important for you, is that when you're working on power scoring, you're throwing at the triple 20, maybe the triple 19 here or there, and the triple 18 here or there. You are throwing at a triple every single time you throw a dart. When you are working on finishing, you're throwing at triples, you're throwing at singles, and you're throwing at the doubles. So you are having the opportunity to throw at singles, triples, and doubles when you work on your finishing. Versus the working on your scoring, you're only throwing at the triples. So when you work on your finishing, you're going to be working all the way around the board, and you still have that opportunity to throw at the triple 20s almost in a power scoring sense. If you play the practice game 170, which is a game that focuses on your finishing, your first 2 darts are going to be at that triple 20 every single time. So you are getting that practice of throwing at that triple in a power scoring sense, but at the end of the day, you're working on your finishing because you're always going to end on that double. So that is why I have put the majority of my practice in my finishing. I use a random number generator. The Scolia has it built in, but before I got the Scolia, I would just pull up a random number generator between 100 and 170, give it to me, and I throw it till I take it out. Because I'm having the opportunity to throw at a triple, single, and a double every single time. And ever since I've switched my practice to focusing on finishing, I feel so much more relaxed when I am at darts tournaments because I have so much more confidence in hitting my doubles. Like I said, when I was very good at power scoring, I would get nervous when I got to my doubles because, Nick, you didn't practice too many doubles this week. You haven't practicing been too much doubles. Your confidence isn't that high that you're going to hit it. But ever since I've switched to more finishing, I never get nervous about my scoring because it's either there or it's not. But if I have at least one or two shots at that double, I have that confidence that I will be able to take it out. When I played the Blueberry Hill a couple months ago and I got the MVP, it was my finishing that saved it. Now, that's not to say I didn't score well because I did, but I was hitting my out on my first or second dart every time, and having that confidence that I'm going to hit my double gave me that confidence in my scoring, so ultimately it still helped my scoring. So that's it, guys. There's finishing, there's scoring. In a perfect world, yes, you're getting a ton of work on both, but in my opinion, if you're limited on time or you're looking for something to focus on, I highly recommend focusing on your finishing because it gives you the opportunity at triples, singles, and doubles. And that's it, guys. Let's get one more throw here. I was going to say, speaking of scoring, let's get a 180, but instead we'll just end with a poor 85. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, and shoot well.